Hey Shane, wanted to make this first video document a little bit about how did I end up in Peru as being a European. And 3.5 years ago I came to Peru. Now how did that all happen? Well, that actually happened in the time of COVID. There were lockdowns in all the world, same as in my country, Belgium. And next to working, we couldn't do a lot. Like restaurants were closed, bars were closed, we couldn't really go outside. We could visit people, but very, very limited. So I was bored and I went online, gaming and also other type of apps. And I actually met my Peruvian girlfriend on there. And after X amount of time talking, I said, okay, I need a vacation anyway, so I'm gonna go book a trip, a flight to Peru. So that's how the story started, and I booked my flight. Eventually, I landed in Peru. I got my first culture shock a little bit. So this was in the old Jorge Chavez airport. You have a new one since recently this year, but in the old one, so once you come outside, the only thing you hear, it was in the evening, by the way, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, so it was kind of dark. What you could see is a lot of taxi drivers yelling Miraflores, Barranco, Miraflores, and they try to approach you to take your attention to have a client, right? And so I didn't know if I was in Barranco or Miraflores. I didn't know that. So eventually, yeah, I said, okay, yeah, my girlfriend was gonna send me, taxi driver, but I didn't know like where it was going to, Miraflores and Barranco. I didn't know how the taxi looked, and I also didn't know if my girlfriend was gonna be there or not with the taxi driver. So a taxi driver approached me and he said, ah, yeah, Miraflores, Barranco. I said, yeah, I was very tired after more than 20 hours because it were two flights in total, like with transit time and waiting time and everything, about 20 hours. So I was very tired and I said, do you know did my girlfriend send you? Yes, okay, yeah, let's go then. And he took my bags and went to his car. He put my bags in the car, and I was thinking by myself, I don't know, does he really know my girlfriend? And so I asked like, hey, and what is the name of my girlfriend? Where is she? And of course he couldn't answer that. So in that moment I said, okay, yeah, I took my bags out of the trunk of the car and I went back. So the guy was chasing me. Yeah, well, I will wait together with you so we can. I said, no, it's fine. She was gonna send a taxi driver and apparently it's not you. That's why I asked. Eventually, my girlfriend came with a taxi driver. She hid in the back of the car. Why? Because not everyone could enter the airport and the parkings because of COVID. So in that time it was also not a single COVID mask, like a mouth mask, but two. So one and the other one on top of it. So it was very hard to recognize if it's the first time you see her, right? Eventually that went all right. We went in the car. The first Airbnb was in Barranco. Very, very beautiful. I like Barranco a lot. It's like very historical, Spanish times. And yeah, in the morning I woke up and the first food I ate, was pan con chicharrón. It's a little bit more known now because of Ibai with his challenge from the best breakfast in the world or something like that. And pan con chicharrón won, of course. It's delicious, I understand. And in Barranco, so in the morning I ate for the first time pan con chicharrón. It was from El Chinito. Delicious, was amazing. Like in my country, yeah, we eat things from the bakery in the morning, but we don't really eat something like warm baked or those things. It's always like charcuterie with pan or cornflakes or those things. But that was delicious. So that was with chicha morada, delicious also. I still love it to this day. Um, and then I tried for the first time also Inca Cola. Inca Cola, it was very weird at first because it's a soda here. It's a super famous national soda. And it actually has a flavor a little bit of tutti frutti, like the chewing gums, tutti frutti. But I got accustomed to it now, and I drink it, yeah, almost daily. So eventually we did like normal tourists. Barranco, a little bit walking around, Miraflores, of course. And after a few days, we took our flight to Cusco. In Cusco, it was, yeah, we didn't know. I come from Belgium. Belgium is very flat, so there are no mountains. The highest point in Belgium is 700 meters, something like that. So we took a flight to Cusco. Cusco is 3,300, 3,400 meters, so we didn't know like where was I gonna shock with the altitude or not. But everything went fine. We ate there good. We walked a lot, and after walking a lot in Cusco, I loved Plaza de Armas. It was also in the time of Christmas, so there were some ferias, some little markets with all their accessories and from the Inca times and also from Navidad, Christmas. That was very nice. And after that, what we actually did, we took a bus, a small bus. It's like a sort of minivan, like a Mercedes. We took to Hidroelectrica, to go to Aguascalientes, which is Machu Picchu Pueblo. That's at the bottom of Machu Picchu, to go visit Machu Picchu. But at Hidroelectrica, they leave you, and or you take there the train. We didn't take the train, so we walked. It's about 10 kilometers. We walked, and then we visited Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu was one of the 7 world wonders. It was crazy actually that people found that place because it's so high up the mountain. I cannot imagine walking up the mountain like that. We took the bus. It was very, very beautiful, like better than a little bit better than I expected. We got a little bit of like explanation there, and how did it come, how did it establish, and how come that the conquistadores, the Spanish people, how come they did not found that place. So it was same tourist, like what all tourists do, yeah. And we eventually went back to Lima, and in Lima we ate pollo a la brasa for the first time. That was really, really nice. It's very common also. We went to Parque Kennedy. Parque Kennedy is actually a park in the central of Miraflores, I think. And it's full of cats, so it's also the nickname of that is the cat park. It's very, very probably the most known place here in Lima, next to Plaza de Armas in Centro Histórico from Lima, at the presidential palace. And there are also around that cat park there are a lot of bars, the restaurants, fast food, and there is also a very big night scene, so where the people go to party. So it's a very, very known spot here. And yeah, with that, eventually after 27 days, I needed to go back to Belgium. So I went back to Belgium. I took my flight back to Belgium, and I ended the vacation. It was actually the best vacation I ever had in my life, was to Peru. It was very different from my culture, but I liked it. And so yeah, then was a question like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna like live apart for X amount of years, or I'm gonna go to Peru, or my girlfriend is gonna come to Belgium. So what we did, my girlfriend then booked a flight a few months after to come to Belgium, and she came 1 month to see a little bit of my culture and those things. And then we took the decision, okay, I'm gonna come to Peru, and then yeah, we need to see that we can survive, like make money. Of course, without money you cannot survive, and how we're gonna make this work. So I sold all my things in Europe. It was a little bit painful. My family also was a very sad goodbye from my family. And eventually, yeah, I took my cat, because I have a cat that I adopted in Belgium from the streets in Brussels, and filled in all the paperwork. And I eventually I took my cat to Peru. So my cat is also here now. So yeah, we live now with three here, two Belgians and my Peruvian girlfriend. And so yeah, that is how I ended up in Peru. There were struggles and how we made it work and earn money, but that is for later episodes. So if you would like to follow up how we made it work, what my adventures were and are in Peru, because there were some adventures, not all good, a lot of good ones, but some negative ones also that I've been through. But that will be in next episodes. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you wish to follow more of those stories and adventures. I will also make more videos about what kind of visas exist and how you can come to Peru with what visa and what is possible and not. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.